Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Today, what we're going to be doing is going over some heroes and stuff like that. I would like to thank everybody for watching my videos. I really appreciate all the support. I hope everybody's having a great holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. So, let's just get right on with it. They really changed Selma. She's looking like a stripper now. Merry Christmas. So, and let's go into the heroes. So the hero is going to be what we're going to do today is we're going to only go over the combat heroes. So you've got like 13 main combat heroes. Some of them are geared more towards cavalry and infantry. Some of them are geared more towards archer. Some are geared more towards siege engine. So if you look at it and pay attention to each one, you'll see what ones are good for reinforcements, what ones are good for like point defending as far as thrones, mineral vein, etc., and what ones are good for attack. So without further ado, let's get on with it. The first one is going to be the Zhou. His skills are going to be stroll on the battlefield, current cavalry HP or cavalry HP up to 15%, chilling spear, cavalry damage up to 5%. Now there's a difference between cavalry damage and cavalry charge damage. Cavalry charge damage only works with certain cavalry. So it only works with like T10, T12, etc. and it only works on attacks. So in that situation, they only really work on attacks. Cavalry damage works on attacks and defense, and it works throughout all of the cavalry. That's why it's more desirable than the cavalry charge damage. So Swift Spear is going to be the next one. Current cavalry basic attack. It's going to max out at 10. So if you look here, all of your equipment you're going to want aimed more at cavalry and infantry, because the skill tree is going to be based on infantry and cavalry. So right there, and down at the bottom you got crit chances, etc. Everybody can see that whenever they get their hero. Selma is going to be an excellent defense hero. She doesn't even have the skills to do offensive damage, but she does have the skills to do defensive damage. You can find that right here. Now back to the Zhou hero. I believe he maxes out at 55. I've got him at a 50, but I've seen him as high as level 55. He might even go up to 60. So let me know in the comments section if he goes up to 60 or not. But I think that he goes up to 55. Now, Selma, her attribute types are going to be like mainly in infantry, but it's got defensive damage and defensive damage taken reduction. Her position skills are going to be like chainmail. It adds infantry basic attack, infantry crit chances, sharp sword, damage dealt by damage by infantry, and those max out at 10.5. And the chainmail basic defense tops out at 3% or 3. Attack suppression is going to reduce the enemy archer attack. I believe that maxes out at 15 or 20%. And then these active skills are going to be on the skill tree. Some of these are aimed at attacks and defense. Some of these are aimed at actually defense or just troop training. So I'll go over that with you real quick. Why do I keep on exiting out of that? Now she does max out at level 48, as well as a lot of the other heroes. I believe all of them except for Zhou maxes out at level 48. The way that I've got her set up is her skill tree right here. You see that I've got 11 points over here on the development and support, because that gives infantry basic defense, and then I've got her ran down through archers and infantry as far as the skill tree is concerned. And all of her equipment is aimed at infantry and archer, so that helps out a lot with defending. Archers and infantry, the crossbowmen are main defending troop, and infantry, both of the types of infantry are a defending troop. So Helps out a lot. Next one's going to be Christina. Christina is a level 48 hero as well. Maxes out at level 48. She has her own equipment, and her equipment would be the Queen's set. Now, I've only got the Queen's leather boots and the Queen's helmet on her because that aims at cavalry defense, archer damage, offensive damage, because she's my attack hero. Whenever you have two of these sets right here, they actually add 55% infantry attack, so that helps out a lot. Most of her attributes are aimed at infantry and cavalry, so helps out with that. And she's my defensive hero in a pinch, if you notice the way that I've got her set up. The next one's going to be a strict infantry hero, the Wild Swordsman. Oh, hold on 1 second, I forgot to go over the skills. Active skills: suppression, reduces the damage of the enemy's archer by 5%. The next one's resist. After using it, reduces the chance of getting captured when marching, lasts for 0.25 hours. Cooldown time 24 hours. And encourage, increases cavalry attack by 3%. Official position skills: swift and fierce. Current damage dealt by cavalry 1%. Current heavy shell. Current infantry received damage 1%. Heavy armor. Current cavalry HP 10%. Ambush. Current cavalry charge damage by 20%. So really nice skills. The next one's going to be the Wild Swordsman. Wild Swordsman is going to be an infantry based hero. That's why thus the infantry equipment. I've got gladiators equipment on her, or him, or whatever. I can't tell if it's a girl or a guy, but I think it's a guy. Anyways, tops out at level 48. Then the skills, the attribute types. It's going to be mainly, for me, it's going to be mainly a defensive hero. So the active skills are going to be Find Snow, increases damage that infantry deal to cavalry by 10%. Aerial Ice, reflect 10% of the damage that infantry receive in battles by lasts for 1 hour. Obscure Blade, increases infantry damage by 10%, lasts for 1 hour, etc. Now the skill tree, it's only going to have one skill tree. So you're going to go down, you're going to look, it's going to have like an archer based and an infantry based. It's not even going to have any of the other troops. So if you send a reinforcement with this hero, I wouldn't send anything other than archer and infantry, because of the simple fact that it's just aimed at that. The next one's going to be the Holy Shield. Now this is going to be a good all-around hero for defending. Now you can aim him towards cavalry, archer, siege, but he's going to be infantry based, and he's also going to, you can move him around, as far as he's very versatile. You can use any troop to defend with him. Now his skills are going to be like defensive damage and defensive damage taken reduction. Reduces it by 10%. You activate that, it lasts for 10 hours. Cooldown time is 24 hours. The next one's going to be Generous Sunshine. It adds HP by 15% to all troops, and that helps out a lot as far as defending. Attribute types, defensive damage are going to be the main ones. The next one's going to be the Wind Ranger, which is going to be the archer hero. So all of his equipment is based towards archer, attack, and infantry. Helps out a lot as far as reinforcements go. You send T11 archers with this bad boy, and he will wipe up the floor with some people. Now the T11 archers do die fast, but whenever I send him, I send T11 pike and archers, and then he helps out. So the skills right here, active skills are Sharp Arrow, increases. Hold on 1 second. Let me get out of here and fix this real quick. Whoops. My goodness. Do they have a chance to... I don't want to hear from these people. I don't care what they're winning. God. Anyways, where was I? Wind Ranger is going to be basically aimed at Archer. Sharp Arrow increases Archer attack by 30%, lasts for 1 hour, increases Archer HP, lasts for 1 hour, cooldown time 8 hours. Strong Bow, increased damage caused by archers by 10%, lasts for 1 hour, cooldown time 48 hours. So that's going to help out a lot. His skill tree is going to be aimed at Archer and Infantry. So whenever you send, you only want to send Archer and Infantry. The next one's going to be the Death Knight. Death Knight's going to have be a cavalry based hero. So whenever you send her, she's going to be really good at attacks and not so great at defense. So you're going to want to aim at cavalry and infantry as far as her skill tree is concerned. The skills are going to be thrust, cavalry attack by 30%, charge, increased damage by cavalry by 50%, iron cavalry, increased damage dealt by cavalry by 10%. So here you're going to see the difference of importance. So the cavalry charge damage is going to be 50%. That's going to be a less priority skill. So that's not going to be as important as the damage dealt by cavalry. So like I said before, cavalry charge damage is going to be aimed at some cavalry, and damage dealt by cavalry is going to be aimed at all cavalry in defense and offense. So that's going to be the difference. Now, whenever I make her equipment, I would make it towards infantry and cavalry. That's just me. The next one's going to be Warhammer. Warhammer is going to be a defensive hero. Offensive hero. Sorry. You can versatile, make him very versatile as far as cavalry and archer and siege are concerned, or infantry. Of course, they're going to have infantry skills. So whenever you use him, you've got the non-rally siege. You lower the troop, you get offensive damage. It lasts for, I believe, 1 hour, and it's from 15, I think it's from 10 to 25%. I can't remember exactly. But then you also get offensive damage taken reduction. Now, both of these skills are random. They actually you can get anywhere between 10 to 25%, etc., etc. The next skill is going to be suppression. Now, suppression is going to be the next non-rally battle. The enemy will use only 80% of their soldiers in battle, ignores reinforcements, and heroes will not be captured on either side. Then you have got the Sanada Yakamura. Sanada Yakamura is going to be a siege engine based hero. So damage taken by siege, I think that's the only skill that he has got. Active skills are going to be piercing shells, used to reduce enemy infantry defense because the siege engines actually go after the infantry. Siege leader, increase siege training speed, and heavy artillery firing, increases our siege engine attack by 5%. Cooldown time is, I forget already, 24 hours. So whenever I make equipment, I would make it based towards siege engine. The next one's going to be the Wasteland Warrior. Wasteland Warrior is going to be a defensive hero. It's going to be aimed at infantry and archer. So it's going to be kind of like the wild swordsman. I would work on, tough shield, infantry defense, lasts for 1 hour, infantry health, 40%, lasts for 8 hours, or lasts for 1 hour, cooldown time 8 hours. Shield wall, infantry receive damage 5%. So it's going to be a good defending hero. You're going to want to send him into like reinforcements, etc., etc., if somebody's getting attacked. Then you've got the Arrow God of Love. She's going to be archer based hero. So you're going to want to use archer and infantry as far as reinforcements are concerned. Now, I wouldn't use this as much in a attack situation because of the simple fact that archers don't do as well. They aim at lower level troops, but the skills are going to be increases archer HP by 30%, lasts for 1 hour, cooldown time 8 hours. Accurate arrow increases archer hit by 15%, lasts for 1 hour, cooldown time 8 hours. Jupiter protection reduces archer received damage by 10%, lasts for 1 hour, cooldown time 24 hours. Now all these skills are going to help out as far as defense is concerned. Get 3 skills. I think that her attributes or her skill tree can go up to level 48, but as far as an attack hero, I wouldn't really use her as an attack hero. Now the Soul Eater's skills are basically, if you hate somebody, you use these skills against somebody. So like they kill a certain percentage of troops. Whether you win or lose the battle, it'll kill a certain percentage of the troops. Now the first one is going to kill up to at least 20,000 troops whenever you aim it at a castle. It's a non-rally situation. All of these are non-rally, so if you hit somebody, no matter what, there's going to be some dead troops. So on that, he is going to be a infantry based hero, infantry and cavalry based hero. So what I would do, I mean, you can set him up to be for archer and everything. So on this hero right here, it's good. I don't even use him, but I do use his skills. And then the last one is the Warsong Master. Warsong Master is going to be a, I believe it's a siege engine based hero. So his skills are going to be Boulder, increase siege engine damage, siege engine HP by 30%, lasts for 1 hour. Drum, increase siege engine offensive damage by 10%, lasts for 1 hour. Cooldown time 24 hours. Bravery, current, increase siege engine damage by 15%, lasts for 1 hour. Cooldown time 48 hours. Now, all these heroes can go up to level 40. The funny thing about these skills that I've been explaining to you is you can activate these skills, all of these skills, and you don't even have to send this hero into the march. So if you notice here, I've got certain skills saved. So all the combat skills right here, they can all be activated, and you don't have to send that particular hero into a march, and you don't have to use that particular hero as defense. So if you activate these skills, then they are activated. All your troops get them, no matter if the hero is garrisoned or not. If you guys would like to know more about the rest of the heroes, please let me know in the comments section. I'm thinking about making more videos about the supporting heroes as far as developmental support and gathering, etc., etc. Some of these heroes are really great at building. Some of these heroes are really great at march size, etc. You know, so let me know in the comments section what you want to do. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Peace.